Here's the thought. This is the Good Comedy Podcast, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not many jokes. Not many, like, stand-up jokes in this podcast.
I could pull up my old stand-up book.
What if I were to set one of y'all up and you bring it in for the finisher of the joke?
So improv.
We have to finish the joke?
Or you could set it up and I could try to finish it. Either way.
Can you give an example? I think that's...
Yeah. What's the deal? What's the deal with these sprinkler systems these days?
They
these
don't
sprinkler
even
systems.
have sugar-free.
That's pretty good. I don't get it, but I mean it's a...
Because sprinkles, like sprinkles you put on a cupcake.
It's pretty good.
I tried. It's the wording. I'll workshop it.
All right, you set us up, Shannon.
Shoes these days, I don't know what I can do about them.
They're all tied up with other things.
Ooh. I think this is just puns. We're just making puns.
Yeah.
That is a form of humor.
I guess that's
It is.
what it probably will. Because the moment you hear, like, the subject, you're going to try and relate
like,
something to the subject.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do a genre of comedy. Colin set me up, and I'll give us a good old American blue humor.
Okay.
Oh no. Sorry, I haven't seen Colin do the sniff.
I was walking through the grass the other day. There you go. I didn't even hear that. Were you muted? I didn't hear a single one of those.
I heard
Well,
like a little bit.
My recording got it.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Good Comedy Podcast, the podcast where we deliver good comedy. I'm Colin.
I'm John.
I'm Shannon, the guest.
Yes,
Oh,
this week's special guest is... Why does my camera keeps turning off?
I've ruined it.
My camera keeps turning itself off for some reason. I'm not going to delve too much in how to fix it. Yeah. Shannon is our special guest this week.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon, you might know, is sometimes visits or co-hosts Drew's Fish Inc. Twitch stream. What else?
I'm struggling to talk.
Okay, that's
is this
fine.
Our fourth,
Shannon,
is this our fourth guest?
This is our fourth guest. Yeah,
yes.
we've had Colin, Drew, Brian, and Shannon.
No, it's our fifth because we had Tegan as well.
Yeah.
We had Tegan. That's right. We're going down the line.
Are we still in the intro?
No, the intro ended.
Okay, that's good.
Well,
to
if
know,
we wanted, okay, hold on. If we wanted to redo the intro, I had some thoughts.
Okay.
Workshop.
This is one thing that I didn't get to do, but I've been thinking about in the shower. When I say my name, I kind of want to do like a one-liner, like, "Hi, I'm John, and I too listen to Girl in Red." You know?
That one went over my head.
I think I got
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. Just a little one-liner to.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I was supposed to.
So are we
introduce
rolling the
myself.
intro again?
We can.
No.
Should I? Okay. It's your podcast. I can't do the whole Shannon moderates, which is a relief. Which is
Fuck
a
it, roll it
relief.
again.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Good Comedy Podcast. This is the podcast that brings you good comedy. I'm Colin.
And I'm John. And I, too, listen to Girl in Red.
Okay, and then we have our special guest this week.
Me, Shannon.
Okay. Okay, I got notes on that one, John. Kind of a late delivery on the one-liner there. I wasn't sure if it was coming at all.
You know, it's
Right,
the
yeah.
timing. It's feeling.
I did get nervous.
Yeah.
I did get nervous. Yeah, I was afraid. I was afraid because I was kind of hoping other people would catch on and do it too, with their own little one-liners. But you know.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, roll it again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Good Comedy Podcast, the podcast that brings you good comedy. I'm Colin, and my one-liner is really cool.
I'm John. And what's that? It's Girl in Red. I listened to it.
And then we have our special guest this week, Shannon.
I sometimes like to drink kombucha.
All right, cool.
I think that was good.
That wasn't. I looked and I saw. I did the awful improv thing and just looked at a clock and said clock.
I thought that was a really good intro. We learned a lot about each other there.
Yeah.
What should we start with?
Probiotic.
We usually start with some news to talk about, right?
Yeah, let's go into our favorite segment.
Is it good news?
Colin knows the news.
Here's a shocking bit of celebrity information. John Mulaney is getting a divorce from his wife.
Oh no.
Yeah, I saw that last night and it was just kind of depressing to see because he has a whole set about how much he loves his wife.
Oh, a lot of his comedy's about his wife.
Yeah.
A lot of it. It's
I don't know
very
what he's
strange.
Gonna bring in material. He's gonna have to think of a whole
he's gonna be a
genre.
whole new comedian.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's for the better.
Apparently, it was a surprise to her.
Yeah,
that she was shocked.
Well, it's not fair to anyone. If you just stay in something you can't see yourself being in.
I guess he just got out of rehab.
Yeah, some
Whoa,
people
I didn't know that.
That has something to do with his.
I don't know. New York, upper class elite people are in a whole nother universe.
Is he part of that?
I mean, he's rich
guess.
in New York. Yeah,
that
probably.
Yeah.
He has access to hardcore drugs basically whenever he wants. That's pretty much the baseline of are you elite in New York? Can you do cocaine whenever you want? Yes.
Especially since he started in SNL, cocaine is big in that show, or at least was apparently.
It's big in the city.
I'm learning so much.
Oh yeah, they have a whole week to write a show, so they have to stay up late, and they just are fueled by cocaine. Apparently, maybe not now. I don't know.
Explains a lot of content.
Wasn't there a joke? Yeah. I think Harry Styles made a joke about when he hosted SNL. He had a joke where he's like, "All the writers are on cocaine." Just kidding. That's why the show's bad now, is because they're not on cocaine anymore.
Oh, man.
Honestly, probably. That's probably it.
I will be honest. I do think SNL is terrible.
It has... I have not watched...
We can segue right into the next thing with this, can't we?
Let's segue. To the next segment, the next thing.
Okay.
Wow, we're really going off the rails on this one. We're really trying. John's throwing a lot of
chaos element.
I don't know.
We're exploring. We're exploring our space.
John's throwing stuff at the wall this time.
I can do snaps.
Elon Musk on SNL.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that. I saw that and I said, that is bad.
I've had every opportunity to watch the two particular skits that everyone says were abhorrent. I cannot bring myself to look at it.
Or no, Gen X skit.
Gen
fingers
Z
at
Hospital. It was Gen Z Hospital.
Which I saw a screen grab of it, and it just looked like they looked at TikTok for 30 seconds and said, that's an entire generation.
What's going on, I feel like, is the millennials have moved into middle age and are now hitting the midlife crisis moments where a lot of them are hitting like mid 40s or are approaching 40, and now they're going like, well, time to start the generation war with the people behind us.
I know, and they hate that they can't be
treat
cool
them
kids
exactly as we were treated on our way up.
Zillennials. I feel
interesting.
I'm a Zillennial, so kind of in between Gen Z and Millennial, because
it's like the 90s. If you were born in like the 90s,
like late 90s.
If you're like between 95 and 2000, you're just like, oh, okay, I don't know. I don't really what's going on here.
I think what might speak to our micro generation would be graduating in COVID, or like right around then. Cause, like,
speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, you youngins.
Probably affected by that, though. Not to get all serious on a comedy podcast.
Sheesh, you zillennials. Sheesh.
But like, I think there's a standard, like, there's a shared there's an understanding of like millennial culture, but an openness to Gen Z culture. Like, I see like high schoolers as kind of like odd, but I understand why, because it was very recent in my life, and I remember that still like very vividly.
I guess I can kind of see the curve of like why a lot of young people, like people are younger than me. Not that I'm old. Sometimes it makes me feel a little old. But,
I know. Yeah.
Why they are the way they are.
Yeah, like.
But that, even so, I don't think that's even the worst part of the sketch. Elon Musk is the worst part of the sketch, and it's because he's okay. There's something.
He's not an actor. He's not funny.
There's something that
billionaire.
unites billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, where like their eyes don't function the same way other human beings' eyes function. Like, I myself am very bad at eye contact, and I'm aware of it, but I don't like move my eyes back and forth like googly eyes all the time.
They had like people come and like teach them about.
Eye drops, not moisteners.
Yeah.
That's a word.
Yeah, I'm sure they directed the shit out of Elon and said, do a goofy face, and that's what he did.
Yeah. I'm sure he's not... I'm sure his humor is very much like, another day, another billion.
His Elon Musk's humor is literally like, I steal memes from 15-year-olds on Instagram and put them on my Twitter and pretend that I'm funny. And then also like, I don't know, he's just like the Reddit guy, right? He gets all his jokes off of Reddit, and that doesn't translate well into normal people world. Yeah.
It's like they are completely so removed from the vernacular and the lingo of just, most of the people on the internet, at least, like, who have this like language. There's an internet language.
Who
and they try to use it. And it's not right.
Yeah, and that is not the viewership of SNL at all.
No.
Like, who the hell who regularly watches SNL is like, oh, he's dressed as Wario, like, and understand that as like the part of the internet humor that like Wario is. It's
also like maybe they're trying to recruit the next generation of viewers, but that's not
it's
how
such
to
a
do it, I think, because they lost me, which I was a pretty young, I guess again, Zillennial, millennial, whatever, newest Gen Z. But they lost me. I used to watch it every weekend with my parents, and I really
used to watch
liked
it too.
Yeah.
Well, we did kind of grow up in a golden age where like digital shorts were just created by Andy Samberg and all that, and like just a powerhouse of a crew.
Yeah.
But yeah, the humor now, especially like with the Wario skit, it's very surface level. See the comparisons between Wario, this evil character, and Elon Musk, this billionaire who says he's going to be king of Mars.
It is like weirdly ironic in a way, isn't it? Like, kind of like poetic that he's dressed up as Wario, and like I feel like he doesn't understand
Wait, I gotta look at this now.
Yeah.
I have to
like
see this with
it's
my
definitely
eyes.
them like
Wario,
taking shots at him. The
Well,
entire
that's
episode, I haven't seen it, I'm sure. But like,
oh my.
I know that SNL
this is so bad.
sent a letter to all of the cast members saying like, hey, you don't have to be in sketches with Elon Musk. We are not going to make you. Because a lot of the crew was like, we don't like this guy.
Yeah.
We don't want him on the show. So all of the jokes are like
invited him
just
then?
ragging on him.
Why was he there?
Yeah, I don't know.
It
seemed
like 2 weeks ago, whatever, when they like announced it, I like saw it come through the ether into my eyes, and I was like, there's no way they're doing this. But
And they did.
They did.
He must be a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, I think they're grasping for straws now.
Yeah.
They need a new breath of fresh air. I know someone in Iowa City who's an understudy.
Whoa.
Like it's like a internship for SNL basically, and it's like a really good pathway to become on SNL.
For sure.
And she went to University of Iowa, or she's going to University of Iowa. So like,
does she do cocaine?
I don't.
Does she know how rich she's gonna be, and how much cocaine she's gonna do?
She seems like a very cool person, from what I know. I acted with her once, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyone else got any more news?
I've got a segment. We could do that, or do we want a guest segment?
Can you also one question? Can you hear my roommates?
No.
Okay, good to know. Just wanted to make sure.
Let's do a guest segment.
Yeah.
You ready, Shannon?
We'll throw it over there.
Sure.
Guests.
Oh my god.
So, the guest segment
Go ahead.
is top 3 worst sounds. I'll go first.
It's already starting to blend together that we've done the sound segment before.
Wait, have you done this topic before?
We
no,
did.
It was a John
like
game. It was a John game where we were just guessing the sounds of things he had in his room.
Oh,
yes,
well,
Brian was on the show and he was the ASMR expert, and I was trying to do ASMR sounds and see if he could predict them. It's totally different. It's a totally different segment.
It was a different segment.
Like,
just sound
it's like
based.
pet peeves. For me, it's like
Okay.
My top one. I'm gonna start with the top one because it is just like it sears through my brain every time I hear like a squeak of like a squeaky pickle or a squeaky cheese curd, or
That's how you know it's fresh.
like it tastes great. I love cheese curds. They're awesome. I'm technically Wisconsinite, so it's in my blood, but it hurts my head and my brain in a way that can only it's wrong. So that's my top one.
Okay. How do we that's number 1?
For me,
That's the golden standard of like cringe sounds.
awful. Yeah, so maybe we
So
should
what-
go around and say like our own like top worst sounds.
Okay. Yeah.
This is an easy one for me.
I hope we don't have the same one, Colin. Mine's obvious to me, chalkboards. Just like
Yeah.
Whenever I hear that kind of like screeching noise, I feel it in my fingernails, and I have to find something like smooth just to like scratch it away. I don't know. It's weird.
I get that. Yeah.
I like physically can't handle styrofoam at all. I hate it. It's like the worst thing in the world. Like I don't even want to like touch it. I don't like touching it. I don't like
squeak.
I don't like touching it. I don't like the way it moves against itself. It irks me. It gives me like the ick, like that horrible feeling in my mind of like this. If I listen to this too long, I'm gonna die. Yeah. And then it's like, ugh, I feel it in like every part of my body. It's a disgusting material. It's the worst thing man has ever created is styrofoam. It's like terrible for the environment. It's terrible on my brain. It gives me psychological damage every time I hear it. It's the worst thing on the planet Earth. I would annihilate it all in a second if I could.
But that's how you know it's fresh.
Destroy all styrofoam. I would see destroy styrofoam. My brain would register that, and I'd slam the button, and it would all be gone, and the world would be saved.
I agree. I would. In the beginning of the pandemic, I was feeling, kind of mentally ill, to say the least, and I ate a pickle in the morning. And it was a bad decision because it bothered me for like 2 hours.
Oh no!
I got like
That's
anxious.
The last thing a pickle should do.
Like I love pickles. I love it when they crunch, but crunching and squeaking are so close, and it's sometimes a bit of a gamble. But now I'm on meds, and it's a little bit easier to navigate the world.
Let's dive into this idea of squeaking and how all of our things that we hate kind of squeak in their own way. Why is that so repulsive to us? Did we like develop such good hearing as primates because of like our predators made squeaking noises?
Did our predators make squeaking noises?
I think it just must be like some sort of frequency that maybe like... I wish I was like knowledgeable on this. Because it would be interesting to know as someone who just like doesn't like very large noises to begin with. Maybe it has something to do with like brain waves. No, that's dumb.
I'm trying to look it up.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm getting paywalled. Let's see.
Damn.
Wait, really? Why?
The internet doesn't want us to learn.
The chalkboard suck.
Fingernails on a chalkboard. Why the sound gives you the shivers. Okay, I don't want to know how they found it out. I just want to know why.
NPR. Love NPR.
How did we figure it out? Well, someone scratched it. It's got to do with frequencies, I'm sure.
A study investigating shrill sounds won a 2006 Nobel Prize. Prize.
Wow.
Oh, some frequencies are amplified due to the anatomy of the ear canal. But we also found that pitch information is very important for the perceived unpleasantness. And if these two things go together, that makes a very unpleasant sound perception.
Apparently it's not even the high pitches, it's the middle pitches of the sound that we hate.
Oh, the timbre. Interesting. That's weird.
It's like that sound's hidden underneath.
Yeah. Huh. We just kind of like delved into a whole nother segment of science and learning. Well done, everybody.
None of us know anything about science, and you should not take our word on anything.
I know a little bit about computer science and a little bit of useless facts. And then I'm sometimes wrong. I know a little bit about science, but I don't have like a real science degree. Because computer science is like this weird...
Apparently the real answer is nobody knows. Why?
Weird. Okay.
I like why cats purr. No, people don't.
There's a paywall for that answer?
We also don't know why we sleep. So that's great.
For the brain. To like just chill and put memories in the bank.
Yes.
Yeah, but why? Why does it need that?
Oh wait, no, doesn't it build up? Isn't there like a nasty buildup of some sort of like toxin in your brain
I
when
don't
you're
know.
awake? That
Too many humors we gotta leach out.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. If you could stop sleeping like you never needed to sleep again, would you do it?
Could I still choose to sleep when I wanted to?
No.
No.
I think so, yeah. Like, if I could function and be a normal human being without sleeping, I think I would do it. Like, I could lay down and rest. I just wouldn't sleep.
I love being unconscious. It's great.
Do you think
I'm usually resting all the time.
Do you think it'd be like boring?
Yeah.
Like, would you just get bored after a while because there's like this giant period you're supposed to be sleeping? Probably not. I could get a lot done if I wasn't sleeping.
Right?
Well, that's
like,
the
think
thing,
of
though.
That's like
think
a
of all the
whole.
video
That's
games.
hours put into your day.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that the idea of just like letting yourself, like, I guess like if I could hit a very nice meditation, that would be cool. But I just love like being able to hit a reset on my brain and like waking up and being
For sure.
like new fresh start, because sometimes I just need to turn off the brain for a bit. I don't know.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I think the main reason why I would vote to get rid of sleep is those nights where you have something coming up and you're anxious about it, and the rest of the week you've been up since like 3 a.m. and been going to sleep at like 3 a.m. so you know it's going to be horrible to go to bed and you just can't sleep the whole night.
Yeah.
That's the worst. So just get rid of it.
Yeah.
I love sleeping. I love eating. I think like I'm like a very mortal thing, you know. I love shoving food in my mouth and sleeping. and water is cool.
Water is cool.
It's great.
Do you think we would age faster or like have a different perception of like how old we were if we didn't sleep?
You just feel every single second of your life.
Yeah. Like you've
Maybe.
lived
That is a
lifetimes.
good question.
You'd probably feel like you've lived longer.
Mm-hmm.
Life would
You'd
feel
also
longer.
probably, especially if you spent that time like, you know, meditating or like, you know,
yeah,
thinking.
okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I'd spend it getting ribbed.
That's
a good idea.
Now getting ripped because
No, yeah, I don't have time. I'm sleeping. Like, I'll dedicate the 8 hours a night to getting ribbed.
would you still feel tired?
Ooh.
I don't know. Like physically exhausted, maybe.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like the head sleep and the eye sleep, I guess not.
I'd just start
You
being
know,
like an
body
MMA
sleep,
fighter
head
or
sleep,
something.
eye sleep. Like it's like you're sleepy in the head, but your eyes are awake, and your body's
sure.
awake. Or sometimes your eyes are sleepy, but your head's
Your
awake.
eyes are just constantly burning just because like you've been awake for so long.
I bet it would be rough for the eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a
It's
scientist.
an interesting thought experiment.
Could you imagine like being like a boxer, like an MMA fighter, and it's like the guy you have to go against literally never sleeps, and the time he usually sleeps, he's actually just training to fight.
I'd retire.
That's
just
intimidating.
step
would
down.
be-
This dude literally
Interesting
never
to see.
sleeps. It's physically impossible for him to sleep. He just spends all day training to kick ass.
The thing who never sleeps. I was trying to think of a cool name for this person.
Nocturnal,
Wow.
but it's spelled with a KN
Yeah. Oh.
because he KOs. Nocturnal.
This isn't going anywhere, is it?
Yeah, I got a segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask questions.
You mean what you guys are supposed to do? I'm so sorry.
So I've got pulled up.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I've got Reddit subreddit AskReddit pulled up here, and they've got some interesting questions that we can ask each other.
Cool.
Let's see what the old internet has for us to talk about. What fictional character should have been hit with a huge lawsuit at the end of the story? What do you think? What?
This is bad because I can never think of any movie
Anakin
I've
Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker,
Probably
definitely.
get a lawsuit coming.
Yeah.
All of those
Probably
younglings.
Palpatine had some sort of law thing coming his way too. I don't know. I guess that's what Revenge of the Sith about, is how they got rid of the laws to make sure people can't sue him.
It's a good thing that he died at the end of episode 6, because I'm pretty sure the rebels would have executed him.
Doesn't that like really recontextualize? The prequels completely recontextualize Darth Vader. The fact that you see him literally walk into the Jedi Temple and just cut everyone down, including children, and then it's like at the end he's like, "Oh, I'm good now, my son."
That was like pretty rough. Like seeing like he's like, "Hi, we're little Jedi," and then
they did it to Kylo Ren too, where it's like, "Oh, he's good now." And now he has to die and can never go in front of a war crimes tribunal. Like, he's good now. His ghost mom or his ghost dad talked to him. Like, and then like the people at the Hog just go like,
like,
get out of here.
He was absolved of his sins, and then he got to go to heaven, kind of thing. Yay! Real simple.
He literally stood there and watched a planet of people explode.
Yeah.
But at least he has a strong family connection now. He's reconciled with his son.
I think they hang out.
Yeah, I bet they had a really awkward conversation when Anakin became a Force ghost, and she's just like, "So, killed a lot of people. What's up with that?"
It was probably really awkward with the Mace Windu Force ghost.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, Mace. Sorry about that. How's the hand? Mace Windu's gonna be revealed to be alive. This is the new rule in Star Wars: is no fall can kill anyone. If any character has ever fallen off a great distance, they're still alive. It doesn't matter.
Well, gravity's a whole different thing in that universe.
Someone fell and exploded, and they still came back.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anyone else? I can't think of anything.
Let's see.
I
don't know.
Okay. Anakin's probably the ultimate one there.
Can you imagine him like after he like burns up, like a lawyer shows up and is like, "You just got served," while he's just like sitting on the edge of the lava river.
The papers start burning up. Oh shit! Yeah. No, I need that.
Good thing I had copies.
Lawyer characters in really regular or just commonplace characters in fantastical settings are the best. I think it's just amazing.
Hell yeah.
All right, ask another question in the Ask Questions segment.
Did I look up questions?
I've got lots. I've got lots here.
Okay.
Here's one juicy, and I can start first with my answer. What's the best compliment? This is merely joke answers.
Okay.
Okay. We're getting a little NSFW here. What's the best compliment you've received after sex?
I'm not answering that.
What great form. What a straight back.
So that question, and then you're saying joke. Make it a joke. Yeah. Not only talk about your sex life, but make it a joke.
Yeah,
you mean again,
something like
stand-up comedy. I can't do that.
Something like you kept your back so straight the whole time.
I think I might stonewall this segment.
I'll find
I
another
might brick
one.
it up.
Colin, forgive me.
I'll give you some mortar. Colin.
Okay. Here's a good one. This one can wrap it up.
Okay.
What was the worst teacher you've been taught by, or who? Who was? And give us an example of why. Who was that?
Miss Krzyzewski.
Okay.
Mrs. Krzyzewski. So in 5th grade, I was a part of Talented and Gifted because I read a lot and I liked reading. But I was still kind of a doofus. And basically I read stuff before I read words before I heard them. Hence me saying horizon and not horizon. And other words that you've probably heard like in person, both of you, because
the British version.
No, that's not even the British version. That's just like me, like being me, I guess. But basically, there was this book we were reading. It was called Johnny Tremaine, literally the title of the book. And I was so busy just reading through the book and like enjoying it, I guess, that halfway through the book, you know, we had to do like reading out loud, and I didn't mind doing that. Like I actually kind of like doing that, but I said Johnny Tremaine because that's how I had been reading it in my head. And then she slammed her fist on the table and said, "Shannon, you're halfway through the book. You should know how he talks." No, or
how it's pronounced.
How it's pronounced. And then I was so scared because she was so much larger than me.
Oh my goodness.
And it's still a vivid memory.
That's spoopy.
That wasn't I feel bad that I'm not making jokes.
Oh, don't. Hey, no.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
You can always answer the second question if you want with joke answers. Anyways.
The worst teacher I ever had, I think her name was like Miss Locks. I don't quite remember. She was a high school like.
Was her first name Goldie?
No. She was like a media teacher.
Okay.
Like a.
Video.
We learned how to edit, but it was just like iMovie, worthless.
Oh that's awesome.
And I took the class my freshman year or sophomore year or something. And she was like really nice. She was like, "I'm the cool teacher. I'm really chill. I'm teaching this class in like one of our big expensive classrooms. We have all these computers and equipment and stuff. We're going to be cool. We're going to learn how to do all this stuff." So the first year she was good. And then the second year, something changed and she got really mean and just weird. She once got mad at me and two other guys that I sat next to and accused us of being like, I don't know, like too friendly, like that we had like a clique or something in the classroom.
Friends?
Because we talked to each other and we all sat in the same corner of the room. And I didn't even have anything against anyone else in the room. Like I knew them and I liked those people and I would talk to them. But like these were the people I talked to the most. One, proximity to them, sitting right next to them. Yeah. And I know them. And apparently that's wrong. And she took all three of us out into the hallway to be mean to us about it.
Oh no.
She was the worst. I started getting really rebellious. That's like the one teacher that I was actively just like I don't care what you say. This is like at some point it's gotten so ridiculous that it's just like I don't want to be here and I'll do anything I can to get away from here. I did there's these things where you could do like teacher aid for like a class, and I was like her aide for like an open.
You were her aide?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because she hadn't gotten weird yet. And so I was in there, and there was nothing to do. So I would just go over to the biology class next door because it had my friends and stuff in it, and a teacher. And then one day she just didn't want me to do that anymore. And I just sit and do nothing in that other classroom. And then she yelled at me at the end of the semester because I left class a little bit early to go talk to an English teacher, and then she found me the next day, and she was like, I could write you up, but it's fine because this is the end of the year, so goodbye. And I was like, oh my god. Yeah, they're terrible.
Over you. That's really weird.
Did you ever stop to think that she was seeing you have friends and be nice, and she was jealous and wanted you to be her friend?
It's
this
weird.
This middle schooler has so much... Wait, were you middle school or high school?
High school.
This
is like senior
has so
year.
Many
she
more
was being
friends
weird.
than me.
2.
John, what about your worst teacher?
Yeah, first of all, am I still horizontal? Just double checking.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, you're horizontal.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so I've had a few bad teachers. One in particular called one called me like weird without calling me weird and stuff and all that. You know, classic Midwestern teacher stuff.
Yeah.
But in 5th grade, I had a teacher, Mr. Weber. And at the time, I thought he was super cool. He was down to earth. He would talk to us as like human beings, which was neat. But he would also do really weird things like shut the door and say, "Don't tell the principal, but Jesus was married to Mary Magdalene." And just like tell us this like
oh my god,
shit.
wait, this guy's amazing.
Yeah, he like that one was cool. That one was kind of cool. But he would do other weird shit like all right, everyone, take out a pencil and put it on your desk and put your hand out and just imagine moving the pencil. And he had the entire class just like try to telepathically move the pencil from one part of the desk to the next. And another one, he would take us out to the playground and put us in a circle and say, everyone close your eyes and just think about what the person next to you is thinking about.
So
and we'll come back to it.
Professor X.
Professor X, yeah. He was trying to train the next X-Men.
You know, it's funny because my 5th grade teacher was kind of weird too. He told us how he found like scarabs in Egypt and like you know, where they hammer dust and they try to find stuff. What is that called? Fossil
alchemy.
No, yeah. But he had all these weird stories and he didn't know if they were true or not.
Right.
And he wrote a whole book on Dubuque, Iowa.
Ooh.
Which isn't like, for someone to be so interested in perhaps what I consider one of the most boring places on earth. It's some sort of feat, but he also used to teach like 6th graders because like my elementary school used to have K through 6, but then it went down to 5 because we got another middle school in the mix of the district. So he was used to teaching people who were like really like hitting puberty or like really starting to,
right.
And instead it was like 5th graders who, you know, it was like on the horizon, but he had this thing called the Grand Kahuna at the end of the year, and I was the second to get it because you had to write like so many essays, you had to pass so many geography tests, and I don't know, he like really underestimated me a lot, but he also expected me to do political cartoons because I was good at drawing. And I didn't have any political beliefs because I was a 5th grader.
Is 5th grade just like bullshit and like the teachers know that it's bullshit or something like that?
I think
It's
so.
gotta be.
Because
like, okay, it's not middle school, but they're not kids. You know?
My 5th and 6th grade teacher must have been like is probably the best teacher I ever had.
Aww.
I had her for both 5th and 6th grade. Her name was like Mrs. Hefner. We got 2 recesses every day, one at lunch and then one in the afternoon. And then after the second recess, we'd have an hour of lab time in the computer lab to do whatever we wanted on the computer. And we'd do all the classes. Those are probably the best 2 years of my life.
That's saying a lot.
That's high praise for 5th and 6th grade.
It was so great. I mean, like, what other teacher does that 2 recesses a day
Yeah.
and lab time every day.
That is amazing. Yeah.
You probably just like were able to just not have to worry about things so much, or use that time to your own advantage, and like that's
Oh my
probably
God,
a lot more healthy.
Yeah.
Because 6th grade was perhaps one of the worst. Like if I woke up one day and I was in the middle of 6th grade, like that's when I got my period, and that's when I got acquainted with cramps, and that's when I learned that I didn't know how to curl my hair, and every other girl did. And they did it, and they woke up at 7 in the morning, no, 6 or 5:30 in the morning to do it, and I just didn't have that commitment.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. It was the whole blowout curl thing, and I had very thick hair that did not hold any curl at all. So.
All right, John, you got a game?
I've got a game.
Yeah,
It's time
yeah.
time for our final segment.
Oh,
I
he
don't
stopped.
hear anything.
Or is it me? I stopped this time.
Oh,
I
you
stopped.
You stopped.
Okay,
You
I think
No, I
think
stopped.
I stopped as well.
You stopped?
Yeah, I froze for a
Colin
second.
stopped.
Yeah, I
Whoops.
stopped.
Yeah,
Let me try again.
I still don't hear anything.
He
It's just
didn't
like-
blow. Did you actually blow into that?
Yeah, I did a one note. That's the theme song for our last segment, which is called Let's Make That Movie. Shannon, are you familiar with this game?
I am not.
Okay. So
Someone
this
doesn't
game,
watch the podcast.
this one's pretty solid. This one's a pretty good one. We were kind of honing it in, getting it to be pretty good. But we're gonna create a movie by individually picking two, or I'll assign two prompts for you to fill out without the rest of us hearing it. In the categories of protagonist, antagonist, setting, genre, conflict, and theme. And then we'll
is it
all
like
come
what we did
together.
in what we did in CDP is the little note thing, and then
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I think I know.
We'll fill that all
I
in
think
and
we've
then
done this before.
discuss what movie we're going to create. So I always forget to write down mine before, since I am the one doing the paper. So I'm going to just write really quick the conflict.
We're really honing it, as he says.
We're really honing it. Talk amongst yourselves, I guess.
So Colin,
Yeah.
how much do you know about like what department do you work at Lowe's?
I don't work at any department. I'm not quite sure what my job even is. I pick things up and I put them down, and typically they are heavy.
Okay. So like kind of like loading and unloading
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep, that's
Okay,
my
okay.
job is literally titled loader.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was imagining you like helping with I don't know like the lighting section.
Like
and being
tool or something. Yeah, no.
This is a
I
light.
could probably do outside garden, but
That would be actually like a dream, just to like hang out with all the plants.
I used to work outdoor garden. The thing they don't tell you about outdoor garden is you're picking up a lot of mulch and putting it in the back of cars. Yeah.
How like okay, so thoughts on grass. I don't
Okay.
like it. I
No.
think people should stop.
Yeah, grass is stupid,
having-
but
I think people should have ground cover. You
It's
know?
good for oxygen.
I don't like
Annoying
rocks
to
though.
maintain.
I wouldn't do rocks.
No.
Okay.
Like I'm thinking like natural grasses or something, like prairie stuff.
Mm.
Okay. I've picked my answers. Now, Shannon, if you want to take your headphones off for
Oh,
a second.
I'm first.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm also gonna put it on mute. So you're gonna have to do something like
Okay.
visual. So I'm on mute.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not. Wait. Talk.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I can still hear you. I'll figure it.
Well, it's okay.
We'll give you-
We'll do. Okay. We can also just do Colin first.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. All right.
Never mind. Yeah. Okay, Shannon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, Shannon, we need a protagonist.
All right. Protagonist is a
This can be an actor, a person, a creature, anything.
Going with the theme maybe. A fifth grade teacher who is actually better at who's actually a mad scientist.
Teacher. Mad scientist. Okay. Okay. And a theme.
So, like,
or a lesson.
The meaning? Okay.
Yeah, the lesson of the story.
Thou shalt not steal.
Okay.
Or like it should be one of like the 7 sins or something like that. Like thou shalt not like hoard money or something. I don't know.
Thou shalt not hoard money.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 I like it. All right.
Okay.
We'll wave Colin back in. You don't have to take your headphones off. All right, Colin, we have 2 more categories. We've got setting and genre.
Okay. Setting and genre. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's see. What's a place?
What is a place?
What is a place?
The
What defines a place?
An active battlefield.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be great.
What kind of battlefield are we talking like?
I'm thinking
World
like
War I trenches?
See, that's a good point. Is
Korean
it like
War.
or is it like Yeah, I'm gonna say like No Man's Land, World
Okay.
War One.
All right. And genre?
Comedy.
Comedy.
Nice and simple.
You know, guys, we
think
might
it's gonna
have
be a good
ourselves one of the
comedy.
most coherent prompts
Wow, really?
we've
Does
ever
everyone
created.
make that joke?
That's right. So we've got ourselves a comedy here about a 5th grade teacher who's a mad scientist fighting Elon Musk on an active battlefield, World War I style. The conflict is also revolves around middle school drama, and the theme is thou shalt not hoard money.
Okay. All right.
So, a mad scientist 5th grade teacher is standing up against Elon Musk in the trenches of. It doesn't have to be World War I, but similar battlefield.
Some sort of no man's land.
The conflict has something to do with middle school drama, and thou shalt not hoard money is the theme.
Okay, so this 5th grade teacher probably has some sort of middle school vendetta against Elon Musk, right?
I was just
Exactly.
about to say.
Yeah, they grew up together. They were the bright students of the class, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, and Elon Musk should like have stolen some of the mad scientist / teachers like ideas and like
Yeah.
concepts.
He had the idea in the garage when they worked on their projects together of moving to Mars. And Elon just stole that.
Yeah.
Stole the idea.
He bought the title, or he bought some, yeah, and then to fight. Basically, this one scientist declares war on Elon Musk, and it actually becomes like a global conflict.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is good. What kind of... Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
It's a comedy, by the way.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
It's a comedy.
Is it a comedy if Elon Musk is in it? Oh!
Well, we aren't going to cast him. Who would we cast for Elon Musk?
Oh, man. I'm not the person to ask.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell as Elon Musk?
That would be bad.
Will Ferrell's getting old.
He's getting old. It's true.
You need an up-and-coming...
Bill Hader.
Sure.
I'm just thinking tall comedians.
Elon Musk isn't tall, is he?
I don't think he is. Is he?
He's a tall dude.
He seems like a stout guy, but I guess I'm wrong.
So yeah, middle school drama.
What's the goal of this segment? Are we supposed to create the whole
Yeah,
summary?
We break down the story basically.
Okay.
We don't. I can get as detailed or as not detailed as possible.
I just wanted to know what because I want to be sure to contribute with my I don't want to just leave y'all hanging.
I think we've got a pretty solid rough idea at the moment. It's pretty succinct.
Yeah. There has to be drones because of what could happen is that what's his face, Mr. Amazon could
Jeff
send
Bezos.
he could send in his drones. And,
That's interesting.
And then the mad scientist recruit he has some really die-hard 5th graders on his side who are willing to help fight against.
Exactly. Because he's the underdog.
Yeah.
Musk's got all of his employees driving Tesla tanks, and this 5th grade teacher, he just has his students, his devoted students.
He recruits former people from his middle school and throughout his life.
Yeah.
And through grassroots organization, they community fund
an army,
rockets and missiles.
Oh no, they just get EMTs. They just blast
EMTs.
everything with EMTs, and then it all breaks down.
The Tesla tanks are coming over the hill. Single bullets are making their lithium batteries explode immediately.
They just get a giant antenna. They just spend all their time building a giant antenna so they can shoot a giant EMT ray.
Bullets are ripping through the Tesla Jeep or the Tesla truck bulletproof glass like it's paper.
And then it all comes down to Musk and the 5th grade teacher squaring off. They've got plasma shields protecting them, and they're just beating the shit out of each other and all that crazy stuff.
Can I propose a climax I think goes well with the theme?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Elon Musk is trying to escape Earth on a SpaceX rocket. He is also going to take all his money with him. He made it all physical and he put it all on the rocket. And then he's trying to get away on the rocket, but it explodes. But it's left vague whether it's the money weighing it down that makes it explode or because it's made by SpaceX that it exploded. And then and then that's the theme. It's he shouldn't have put all that money on the rocket. It was too heavy.
Reverse inflation though, wouldn't that give greater value to it?
And then all the economic troubles are solved because $1 trillion went up in flames.
He withdrew all of his Doge coins and put it on his SpaceX chip.
We throw in Bitcoin. Yeah,
it was weighed down by all the Doge coins.
He actually tries to make little Doge coins. He prints it or something. He mints it. That's the term.
Yep.
Wow.
I guess that's why thou shalt not hoard money. Roll credits.
The flaming pieces of the rocket are flying down, and the 5th grade teacher's and that, students, is why thou shalt not hoard money.
That's incredible. This is a good movie. What should we name it? What's the title? This is the final part of the segment.
SpaceX 5th grade.
SpaceX or BaseX?
SpaceX.
SpaceX.
Or like, so SpaceX should be like part of it because it's like this versus, you know, when someone's.
Can you guys hear that
versus
car
and it's
alarm
X.
going off? I'm very sorry. I'll let you go
I hear
back
a
to.
dog, but that's.
You can hear a dog. Good old dog. Okay. The car alarm was making the dog go off, so it's kind of a Rube Goldberg machine.
Is SpaceX smarter than a 5th grader?
I can't get it to refocus. No Musk's land.
No Musk's land.
That's
No
good.
Musk's land. That's edgy. I like that.
Look, you can
That's
see
nice.
you guys in my reflection, and then.
Hi. I think I could be more over there.
Well, cool. Well done.
Nice.
Oh, do
That's
we
the
need
end
a
of the segment.
tagline?
Oh yeah, let's get a tagline in there. No Musk's land.
No Musk's land.
No Musk's land.
Money doesn't matter when it's up in flames. That kind of like gives it away though.
Yeah.
No Musk's land. You're about to get schooled.
Ooh, yeah. That's good.
No Musk's land. Get schooled. You're about to get schooled.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's
God.
good.
We need to start making these posters.
Oh man, that's, you know what? Okay, so here's closing statement. I like making art, right? But I'm really bad at being like the cool artist who like makes mock posters and like mock designs of things, because that's what like cool graphic design like graduates do, and I'm not a graphic design graduate, but that's what like it probably should have been. Basically I am not doing well as an artist in terms of using content. Anyway, what I'm saying is that would be a good thing for me to do.
I think, what was Brian, the one we did with Brian, where it's like a shark in a speakeasy, and our tagline is like a huge run-on sentence about how the premise of the movie will be explained while you're watching it.
Yeah. I think that's good. And you know what, Shannon? Maybe that's exactly why we had you on. Whoa!
Just conspiracy theory. All right.
Wow, what a conspiracy.
Oh no.
Yes, thank you everyone for watching the Good Comedy Podcast. It has been it's been a blast. We'd like to thank our special guest. I think John's frozen. Shannon.
He looks so happy though. Like, it's okay.
We're on the same internet and only he freezes up. It's amazing.
No. Can you guys hear me? Guys? Can you hear me?
I'm so sorry. I'm happy to be on. It's been nice to see you guys.
Yeah, do you have anything to plug?
I have an Etsy.
Okay.
It's EISSIMARE Isomer or Isomer,
Sure.
depending on, you know.
I'll put the
whatever.
link in the description.
Yeah, that'd be great, because if you hate Kim Reynolds and you know who she is, I have plenty of those stickers and they're only $3. And if you like art, I have that.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah.
Sure. Well, John's still gone, I guess. Thank you everyone for watching. We will catch you next time. Usually John does this, but I guess I have to do it now. We have a Patreon with some stuff on it, so you can always subscribe to our he's really crashing.
Oh no.
I think our Patreon is Good Comedy.
Phone died.
His phone is dead.
Ooh.
Hi,
Kaylin.
Well, thank you to John for joining us. Oh, it'll never end. John, can you go over like the plugs and stuff?
Oh no.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we have Patreon. All our links are also down in the subscription. We have TikTok, the works. It's all down there. Usually John's the one that does this, but so thank you all for watching. I'd like to thank our guest one more time, Shannon. And we'll we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Right. Have a good one.
Bye. Thanks, Shannon.
My pleasure.